Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Hi, I am Josh, and you are.
Hi, I'm Sandra Agram.
Can you tell us? Well, first of all, thanks for being on the show. I appreciate that. We are live at DevOps UK. How's the show treating you?
It's Bev. There we go. Yeah,
Oh, show
it was
the
wonderful.
name.
Yes.
So if you see an article or something,
Yeah, that's me. We had a wonderful workshop happening yesterday. So it was about LangChain4j.
Nice.
And yeah, so we have a little bit of ChatGPT, but you can feed it with your own PDF data. And so you could also choose your PDF data, like your company details, and then it was fed into, we had different model options to choose from, like Azure, OpenAI, ChatGPT, or you go like all local with Llama and then choose something like Mistral. And then we fed that into a vector database, which was Qt, so it could also run all locally, which is like so interesting, like
Right.
especially for like domain-driven context microservices. I feel the whole motion of going small language models. Yeah, I'm really keen to know more about this, and I'm very serious or curious where this journey is heading
Right.
to.
It's an amazing space right now, and obviously, in order to understand all this stuff, there you go. I'm trying to get you more in frame. There
Hey,
you go.
Simon.
In order to really appreciate this, you need to be really smart, which is why I'm glad you're here, because I learned a lot from you. You are at Microsoft,
Yes.
and what do you do there? Are you like a principal engineer or
No.
one of the creators of the cloud technologies, or what?
That would be great. No, I'm part of the developer relations team. So in cloud advocacy team, I'm in the Java team. So Julian Dubois is my manager. I work with like
Julian.
rockstars like Mark Heckler, Brian Benz, Yoshio Terada, and also Rory Freddy. So it's pretty cool.
They talk about you in the same way, literally.
Of course.
Well, I mean, we all know how amazing you are, so it's obvious. So those are good people. You're in good company, but and so what do you do? You're on the advocacy team there,
Yes.
and you're advocating for what?
For whatever we feel is best for Java developers.
Yes.
So that's kind of the best part of this role. So it's like we are not attached to any product. So that's part of the reason we're not part of the product team groups.
Right.
So we can choose whatever we feel is like the most interesting thing. So like for last DevOps France conference, I was reached out by one of our engineers, John Bizzuti. So thanks again, John. And we did a session for monitor or retrieving the telemetry from native Java images.
Oh wow.
It was like so cool because he and also Bruno Baptista implemented for Quarkus and Spring how you can gather information with open telemetry also for native images. Right. There were some libraries missing, so they implemented that. And then we showcased that at DevOps France. So that was just so interesting and cool, even though we might have gotten the feedback from like product people to like, because maybe it wasn't on their scorecard or for whatever reason, not to focus too much on like native images. But I was like, no way. People, it was like the only thing that prevented companies from using native images in production, like not enough monitoring, and they solved it. I was like, hey, heck, that's so cool. We need to have that. And the session got accepted. We even got the main stage. So just to be sure, we ended it in French. It was all recorded, so you can hear me talk funny French. Also, we will put the link later.
Sure. Mm-hmm. That's a super important point, right? Which is that Gravium native images don't support Java agents at the moment. Maybe they will one day. And
no, I don't think so.
Java agents are the means by which a lot of organizations instrument their code. On the Spring team, we have Micrometer, and so it does more than it integrates with all the different backend telemetry providers. Anyway, so from our side, we've always had good support for native image instrumentation, and I've been telling people to use Micrometer and Actuator for years, and so I hope most of our audience is set up for success. But sometimes you get somebody who's like, no, we want less information, and we want to not work in Gravium native images, so we're going to use this Java agent, right? Whereas Micrometer gives you more information than most of those because it's aware of your app as opposed to just aware of the JVM, and so and then we also support OpenTelemetry via Micrometer. So it's such a good story right now is to have a nice application integrated library, that knows about what you're doing. Such a good stuff.
Yeah, I think the part that was missing was actually also the Azure integration. So it's good to retrieve the telemetry, but then you need to show it somewhere. So like and in order to have it up and running for Azure Application Insights,
Right.
there were also some missing pieces. So yeah, we
Oh, in the
use
OpenTelemetry
we
library.
use Micrometer and OpenTelemetry, and then
Oh,
that
okay.
was missing an OpenTelemetry library, and so they added that.
Oh, okay. They fixed OpenTelemetry. Right. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
too much about OpenTelemetry directly,
Yeah,
but we have it as an integration here. But is that the
Yes.
same as Azure Monitor?
yeah, sure.
Is this new thing or old thing? I don't know. So if you're using Micrometer directly, I guess there's an option there.
Yeah.
But most people are looking at OpenTelemetry. Obviously, it's a good organizational standard, so
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
Simon says I did a great interview on that 2-ish years ago,
Great. Check it out again.
but I don't remember. Was it her interview or was it my interview or was it one that we both did that I've forgotten? Either way, I don't know if it
Yeah, I guess he was talking about the Java agents and how you get monitoring.
was that one you did.
No, I think it was him.
Oh, he did.
Oh, you did.
Oh, he's saying that I did. Oh, I have no idea. This is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're in the
mine
same
job.
position, like being a developer advocate, so you can just choose whatever topic it's the most
Yeah.
interesting currently for the developers. So you can just jump on this trending topic and then
Right.
go for it and
Yep.
play around with that,
Oh, yeah.
get amazed, and then show it to others.
Well, because
So
the goal here is to get people into production, and obviously both of our companies benefit if you choose our stack for production. Obviously, our two companies have a vested interest in getting people onto Azure, right? And so, obviously, that's why I'm really glad to talk to you. We both win when people are happier in production, and I think Azure is a great place to be in production, right? Obviously.
Thanks.
No, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. We have a small little corner of Azure called Azure Spring Apps,
True.
but it's not the only place to run apps, right? You have to talk about Azure Container
Container apps.
Apps. What is that?
Yes. So actually, if you run Azure Spring Apps in dedicated consumption plan, you are already running on container apps.
Right.
So it's like the idea here was, hey, we have Kubernetes, which is hard and complex. We tried to put the managed Kubernetes service, which was AKS.
Right.
Turned out it was not that managed, at least not good enough, as you wouldn't have needed a DevOps engineers to take care of it. So in order to bring back developer joy more, we were like, okay, what I want as a dev is I just have my app and maybe a jar file and just put it somewhere and it should run.
Okay. More
And that's-
platform as a service.
Yes. And for microservices. Like we
Right.
have a good answer for like bigger services like app service,
Yep.
which is awesome. So if you have a monolithic app, you go with app service. But if you have like a very small one, or small, like portable small ones for microservices,
Right.
you would go with container apps. And as it is a good service, it's already what Spring Apps runs on if you use the dedicated consumption plan.
That's super cool. And actually,
Mm.
AKS.
Yeah.
You're right. If you're a programmer and you're looking at this, that's not going to feel great. But if you're a Kubernetes person,
You're
that's
like,
a really good
yes.
place to be as well. I'm a big fan, obviously, because well, first of all, the name is, who's the person maintaining the Kubernetes Java client these days?
I don't know. But what
really-
I like about AKS is that you don't have to pay for the master nodes, so that's taken care of for you. Which is, I won the Docker meetup.
Brendan
in Berlin,
Burns.
So Brendan Burns, we stole him. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's at Microsoft, right?
We
Exactly.
convinced him that it's a great place to work with us.
It
so
is.
I'm very happy to call
Yeah.
him my colleague.
He's at Microsoft, and so we had two of the people. The other two, there's three founders of Kubernetes: Craig McCluskey, Joe Beta, and Brendan Burns. Brendan went to Microsoft. The other two joined VMware. They're all amazing, right? Obviously, they created Kubernetes. Come on, they're like brilliant people. And Brendan is to this day, he works on
Basim.
what?
Basim.
He does?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Is
Really?
it a secret?
I don't know. Nobody tells me anything.
Yeah.
He works on really cool stuff, but he also works on or at least maybe 6 months ago or a year ago, I don't know. He works on the Kubernetes Java client.
Okay, cool.
And so he is a brilliant person, but sometimes he does really stupid things. One of the stupid things he did was let me commit to that.
What did you break?
Wait, I know I broke everything. No, I worked on the GraalVM native image support for that. And the Spring Boot autoconfig and the GraalVM native image support. And I helped them
Wonderful.
move to Spring Boot 3 as well. So
Nice.
I'm a Kubernetes contributor officially.
Wow. So yes, CNF ambassador as well?
No,
Okay.
I don't want that. Like, I don't
Okay,
know what that
okay.
means.
Okay,
how-
okay. Vote for him.
I'm not smart enough to do that. I don't even know what it means. What is this CNF ambassador?
I don't know
Is it
either.
like a Docker captain or a Java
maybe,
champion or something?
Maybe, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's equivalent. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I do want that. I don't know. I don't even know how to get it. Is
Yeah,
it
I
involved?
think it's like always somebody has to vote for you in some process, and then you get awarded. I mean, you're a Java champion. Is it
Yeah.
worth it?
I don't know, but actually, so the Java champion thing is weird. So the CNCF ambassador, you have to get renewed.
Mhm.
This is the difference between the Java champion thing, which is once you're a Java champion, you're always a Java champion. It just so happens that I'm still actively talking about Java,
Mhm.
but like in 80 years, as I'm about to die, we all have like quantum AI computers and all that
We
stuff.
live
Like,
forever.
well, I sure hope so, but I mean, like, my point is, I'm imagining that at some point in the future, Java won't exist. Not anytime soon. Like,
Did you
hopefully,
just say that?
I know.
Okay, okay.
I'm just like we're not going to have traditional CPUs and then what, right? C#, they have a quantum, Q# or whatever it's called, quantum.net language,
Mhm.
and that's different. That could work. So there's probably hope for Java, and but I don't know. What if what if we don't use keyboard and mice at all in the next 100 years?
Yeah, we
And,
could have talked to the machine and then.
Yeah, Star Trek. So I guess what I'm trying to say is Java at some point won't exist, and then will I still be a Java champion? According to the rules as they're laid out right now, yes, right? Even
Mhm.
though there's no Java to talk about or champion.
Yeah.
So it's just a very interesting program. Whereas, like, I'm also a Kotlin Google developer expert that gets renewed every year.
Yeah,
Which
you
is
know, we also have a program that gets renewed every year, which is the Microsoft Most Valuable Professional,
Yeah.
MVP. And I checked. So if you're a Java engineer, you do something Microsoft Azure, and you're wondering why you didn't get awarded so far. Yeah, we don't have enough Java presence. And since we had a reorg, I approached them and was like, hey, we need more Java presence. What's happening? And then we found out that we don't have a Java person in the program committee at all. So I was like, I'm here for it.
Oh yeah.
I'm here for the rescue. And
Yeah.
they were like, okay, sure, we'll set you up. So
Oh nice. So
very
you can help
soon-
nominate people.
Yes, I'm in. I know I can help nominating people, but I'm the one to choose.
Okay. I don't know.
Like,
What kind of work do I have to do to make it work?
I think the rules are like in the last 12 months, we set up what you did, like sessions, conference talks, blogs, videos, any content that was
Advocate
with-
for Microsoft.
Yeah, one of our
Technologies.
products.
That's easy.
So, yeah,
I do that all the time.
Yes.
What does GitHub count? Because I do that all the time.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Like, you have GitHub Actions. I think it will help if you have something Azure. So
I use Azure all the time.
yes,
I use GitHub Actions. I don't tell anybody, but I use C# a lot. Not a lot, but I just try it out every now and then. I just really like it. It's a nice language.
You mean you do Unity and program games?
No,
Because
no,
that's
no.
what I use it
No,
for.
I just do it. Like, I'm always curious what they're doing, so I'm
Oh,
always
okay. Okay, sure.
it's just such a nice little ecosystem.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
It's not
Yeah,
Java.
it's a great people. I'm very happy they let me do Java at Microsoft. And
Yeah,
I
me too.
mean, they were also like, we need more folks doing Java also at the company. So I got hired for my Docker and container knowledge and Kubernetes.
Yeah.
And then after a year, they were like, Sana, we need more people doing Java. And I was like,
Yes.
yeah, man. Even though I love containers, and
Sure.
will always be. So,
Yeah. Anyway, great company, and actually, that's a good. You mentioned open source, and what's best for the user.
yes.
Today, Microsoft is very much at the heart of all those discussions now, right? I just had Oleg Shelejev on the show here, just half an hour ago, and I think of Docker. You can't ignore. You can't like have a discussion about modern software without Docker, and then similarly, you're using something from Microsoft. You just are. You're gonna. I mean, or the other thing. What's the biggest thing out there right now? Probably OpenAI, right? And then of course Azure OpenAI as well.
Yeah,
Huge win for the ecosystem.
I must say it's a wonderful time being at Microsoft, especially with the whole OpenAI thing happening. I wouldn't say we were behind other cloud providers, but yeah, it's really great being a bit ahead, even though you're all keeping up. And I love that because the more people companies are in the competition, the better for the community. So that also applies for Java, but also cloud, AI, everything.
Well, just yes, but also Microsoft has two things that are very important. One is money, which a lot of people have, and two, the bravery and willingness to invest that forthrightly and sort of fortuitously into interesting things. So GitHub has gotten better, not worse, since they got acquired, right? And OpenAI has gotten, obviously they wouldn't be anywhere close to where they are without Microsoft, right? I mean, it's one thing to have money, it's quite another to use it
Yeah, that's true.
to the benefit of everybody.
I mean, they might have failed also in the past with acquiring other companies, but
It happens.
already since the acquisition of LinkedIn, they also went very successfully.
That's true.
So
Huge. And of course, there's two things there. First, LinkedIn has gotten better. It was already good, but it's gotten better, obviously. I mean, I would even say it's gotten much better, not just proportionate with the passage of time, but also just hockey puck. But there's that. And then also, Elon Musk seems desperate to throw away Twitter. It just seems like he does not want it to succeed at all.
Yeah,
so
that helped in the past. That's true. So if you're wondering how you acquire a company without killing it, it's basically you take the company and just integrate it into your system. You keep their org structure. You don't destroy it. You try to keep their culture as best as possible. Obviously, they have to be a bit corporate TTs. Like they need to move into our corporate system a bit. But like for the GitHub people, they all remain their GitHub email accounts. They can use whatever chat program they like. Same for LinkedIn.
I think LinkedIn, like they had to move to Azure, which makes sense.
I mean, backend things you can move.
Yeah.
Also, like
makes sense though.
Guess where Codespace is running at. So that's fine.
That's the other thing is Microsoft works on an OpenJDK distribution.
Yes.
Which is phenomenal. And I talk about this all the time. One of the first things I bought the Apple M1.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Back in 2020.
Yeah.
The very first one. Well, of course, this is like useless, right? When I bought it. The first M1, the 13-inch, 16 gig, because it was Apple Silicon, it was ARM.
Yeah, you needed ARM support.
Nothing ran on it. Adobe didn't run on it. Microsoft Offices didn't run on it. Like the browsers did. That's it. Basically. Like the apps on Apple. But I bought it anyway because it was cheap and I wanted to try it out. Within a few months, Microsoft had a ARM OpenJDK build.
Yes.
Microsoft.
Yes, we did that.
Helped me run Java, not .NET, on Mac OS, not Windows.
Yeah.
And they were not just the first to do it, but they did it like within just a few months.
Yeah.
Like it was
because
so
we
quick.
also had like Surface laptops which were about to come out, also with those processors.
Oh, so good.
So we needed it as well. And I think also some people approached them was like from product teams were like, yeah, but especially from the Surface maybe, like, hey, you help people on Apples, and they're like, yeah, developers can use whatever they want.
Yeah. What is
So
this?
you have some nice questions.
What did you just drink to get energy to do 2 back-to-back podcasts? I'd like to drink that. Yeah. Water and coffee. It's the only thing you need in life. Well, that and food, I guess. Yeah.
And good breakfast. So we had healthy breakfast. I saw you eating some
Yes, we took a great.
omelets.
I saw the selfie you all took, and I'm sorry I missed it. You tweeted that, right?
Yes, we tweeted
Okay, so it's public. Can I tweet it? Did everybody accept it? Wait.
Yes.
Does GDPR apply here? Anymore?
Yes, but it's fine. We can retweet.
Okay.
Also, maybe important to know GDPR if it's more than 7 people, or maybe starting 7 people. You don't have to ask for confirmation.
So that audience, I can take a photo of them.
Yes.
Oh,
because then it's called like a group, and you can do pictures.
That is cool. Okay. Where's that photo?
Right there. Yeah. Good thing. Unity is the only time I touch C#. Yeah, that's for me same. I mean, but Unity is great for web development. Oh, if you want to, just program some games. Speaking about games, John Oliver just showed a demo how he's using AI.
Different one.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the
equally great.
The John Oliver, being a lead engineer at Microsoft, programming Java and semantic kernel, he's also into games. He's good in telling jokes, at least better than I am, but I'm German, so it's not my
come on. You're hysterical. Okay.
Yeah, so he has programmed the Dungeon and Dragon thing, so like game interface. So you can have that, and then he can, set all the words and let the AI doing like the role play game, so everyone can play, and you don't need to have the one executing the game any longer. And as semantic kernel for Java already has the audio implemented, you can already use speech to text and text to speech, so it can also speak to the people, which is like so cool. Also in all languages.
Yeah. Oh, that's so brilliant. So what is semantic kernel? Can you give me a quick?
Yeah, I mean, you know what Spring AI is. And then there's LangChain for J, so like our reg patterns or retrieval augmented reality things. Generation.
Right.
Retrieval augmented generations. So So we have Spring AI, we have LangChain4j, and why not coming up with an own thing, semantic kernel. It's based on multiple languages. I think as Microsoft, we wrote it first for .NET, but they also have like a Python and Java version. I think JavaScript or TypeScript will come up soon. Yeah, but the way how we see it in DevRel or for Microsoft is we support all three. So it's like how you win a race, right?
Right.
You go on a horse race and then you have to bet who's winning, and you always want to win, so you just bet on all three horses.
Yeah, why not? You're gonna win somewhere.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is you're not really losing on any of these bets. You're just not winning as much. They're all really interesting bets right now. You know?
Yeah, and also always competition is key to get like things potentially faster, better. Stealing ideas from one or the other, and then try out different things. Maybe one goes better than the other, so you can learn from each other. So I think this
goes back to what I was saying about C#, right? There is this incredible innovation happening in C#, and obviously some of that has benefited Java. Just obviously it's self-evident, right? Like you just look at the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Dungeon and Dragons has been my biggest use of LLMs. They
Awesome of quickly adding details and coming up with plots. Being able to discuss back and forth with is so good. Yeah, I agree 100%. And when I had my Dungeons and Dragons club, when I was studying computer engineering, it was always like, yeah, who's going to be like the next leader, right? Because he's basically, or that person's out of the game, has to do like other things you have to get this thing up and running. But yeah, it's like as I'm a team player, it's not the most fun part for me to do, but somebody has to do it.
Right.
So I'm so glad for it. Grateful if AI can do the job, or at least the hard part of the job. And obviously you can transform it to other like business use cases, but that's not, you should learn a new program thing.
Right.
Like programming things. So like at DevOps UK, we just learned in all the keynotes from Lisa, especially yesterday, that you should always make it about fun. So yeah, go for a fun exercise. So I think the D&D example was a great thing here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, I missed it. Everybody keeps talking about our keynote. It sounded really good.
Yes, it was.
Darn it. I was
Yeah, but it was all recorded. So you can check it out very soon.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
This has been such a fun conversation. I don't even know what the through line is, except that there's really cool technologies and you seem to be at the heart of all of it. Very, very cool. Being mindful of time here though, we gotta wrap it because we said it like 25-30 minutes, right?
Okay, sure.
Are you on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be found? And if so, where can people find you?
Yeah, sure. I'm on the internet. You can find and follow, subscribe me. I'm on LinkedIn. It's Sandra Argram. I'm on Twitter still, which is SCreamhead.
Can you just type in the name or the LinkedIn or something?
So that's LinkedIn, Sandra Argram. Yes, SCreamhead. Oh, where is it? SCreamhead. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Java Ground. Oops. Oh, thanks, Dashawn. Always great seeing you.
Well, I'm streaming as him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great.
We are sharing the channel.
Now I'm super confused.
We gotta change the artwork in the background here because it's like I want it. I get tired of hearing my own voice.
So you want more people to interview folks?
Just to help me, like, let's produce content together. Let's do it. It's more fun as a team, you know.
Yes.
And so we need to change.
And also scales better.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. Well.
Like currently, we're missing Techorama happening in Belgium.
Oh.
So for everyone who's there, like April Edwards, would have been great having you here. But.
Well. Yeah. It's better for availability and scalability, but it's also better for quality, right? Just the quality of each individual thing gets better when he's doing it. You know. So I'm a big fan. I'm just really happy. So you'll see this going out live on his channels and mine at the same time where appropriate.
Okay. Also, like my GitHub is also Sandra Argram. So I do some funny things here, like contributing to the workshop. We should have another version using Spring for LangChain4j. Then we should have a Spring AI version of the workshop. Potentially at some point also semantic kernel for Java, but currently you only find it in a Java V1 branch. And I told them I only do content if they put it on main branch.
Yes.
You know, exactly. At some point you feel you have some power.
Yeah.
How to use it. Because now it's like so hidden for like normal Java devs. I mean, come on, like whom of you is going like to an open source project and it's like, I want to use it.
I want to use this
Obviously,
branch.
I don't go to the main branch. I go and search for all branches and then select Java -v1, even though there are like 2 other Java branches.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's better if it's out there and you can trust it. I can point people to a hash and it'll always be there.
Yes.
Whereas branches get deleted, but not main.
Yeah. Also, if you contribute, I mean, you don't want to contribute to some branch. You want to contribute to main, and then it's visible. You have
Right.
your icon there down. It's like the biggest thing about contributing to open source. See your face.
Super good.
There. Yeah.
Super important. Yeah, it's validation for everybody. You're amazing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
too.
I'm sorry I had to drag you away from the show. I know you were like in the middle of like 1,000 things. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for being with us. Wow, 300 people. You've been a wonderful
Yeah.
audience.
Bye, everybody. See you. I don't know. I'll probably do more live streams today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow because I'm about to meet a force for chaotic good. So yeah. Bye.